This is our ID-Tek calf feeder, which is an automated feeding system for our calves. And we have two of them. The first one we got about a year and a half ago, and we were impressed by how well it performed. So about 6 months ago we got a second one. Each feeder can feed 25 calves. I actually use a ear tag like this with the calf's number on it. I zip tie the RFID tag to this ear tag. When the calf is weaned, I then can clip this off and reuse the RFID tag. Once each calf has a tag, I then program into this computer how many feedings it can get, and the computer kind of controls how often it gets it. So for this calf, it will show that the calf's number is number 2 and that it can get 16 feedings per day. This calf had 13 feedings yesterday, has already had 11 today, and can still get 4 more today. Or has 4 credits actually. So right now this calf can eat 4 more times. This is the hopper where the milk replacer is stored. This hopper can hold about a 50-pound bag of milk replacer, right around 50 pounds. Inside of here there's a wire that when it calls for milk, it goes around and it drops the milk down into an auger. The auger then augers about 2 ounces of milk replacer out into the water, which comes out over here. There's a sensor probe here that determines the amount of water that gets filled in, and then there's the agitator which stirs the milk. Once it's stirred, when the calf starts sucking, milk will come down the hose and right outside to where the nipple is, where the calf station is. Every part of this has to manually be cleaned. So I take this top part of the bowl off the bottom bowl. I usually put bleach water in here and I bleach the hose and the nipple plate outside. I typically have to use some type of toothbrush or other brush to get into the little parts that are inside here where milk residue can build up. And then I make sure that I run bleach water through this hose. This hose gets replaced once a week at least, sometimes more in the summer months when it's hotter, just so milk residue doesn't build up in it. I also change out the nipple at least once a week, and I sanitize those in bleach water as well. So inside of the system is a water holding tank. It's a 1-gallon tank, and we have our cold water plumbed directly to that, which has a water heater built in. So this is the temperature control area. I try to keep the temperature between 101 and 103 degrees Fahrenheit. This controller doesn't seem to be as accurate as I'd like it to be, so I often have to check the temperature of the milk by putting a thermometer in it to make sure that the temperature is not too hot or not too cold. And the way that I check it, I just put a thermometer in the milk to make sure, and then I adjust it just by turning this knob accordingly. That is one of the downfalls of this machine. The water temperature gauge is not as accurate as I would like. Let's go in the calf pen. When they first walk here, this is the water fountain that we have. They have free access to water at all times. This calf is in here getting some milk. It's okay. This is the unit that they can just walk right in, and on the side of this, on the side here is where the computer reads the calf's ear tag, and if the calf can have a feeding of milk, it will make it. If not, she just can suck on that nipple, which is up at the front.